professor and fellow classmates. This week we're discussing bond and bond evaluation. So this presentation we are going to cover a case of two different bonds, bond A and bond B. They have the exact same features, the same coupon rate, same par value, and same credit rating, except their maturity time is different. Bond A has a much longer maturity time. It's like 6 times of maturity time of bond B, so that's a great difference. Either way, we are going to plug in some numbers to see which one at the same par value, which bond has a higher present cost. So we plug into a financial calculator online, assuming they have the same coupon rate of 5% and interest rate of 5.85% and the future value of $100. So we got the result that bond A has $62 present value, while bond B have 86. So that's a big difference, that bond B has a higher present value. And the second question is, if the market price, if the interest rate go up, would the market price of both bonds increase or decrease? The answer is it will decrease. Not only we can get that from the financial calculator, but also it's common sense that if the interest rate goes up, it will decrease the incentive and the likelihood the buyers keep investing. So the demand is going to drop, thus the market price will also drop. And we can also see that from this chart, after we plug in a 10% interest rate, the present value did drop for both bonds. It makes sense because we are getting higher interest rate each year from these two bonds. So this will make what we invest right now even lower, which is great. But question 3 asks which bond will have a higher percent increase if the interest rate goes up. The answer we see is bond A, because it dropped lower. So with the same future value we want to get, we'll have a lower present value we need to invest in, which is good. However, it's not guaranteed that the 50 or 30 years it will remain at such high interest rate of 10% for a bond product. So if some sort of financial crisis happen, this may all decrease back to 8.5% or drop even lower. Usually the short-term bond is riskier. It will have a higher interest rate than long-term bond. But long-term bond will have a higher compound value over the longer period of time. So which is good to invest in long-term bond if you have a strong, stable bond product. But to answer the next question, if there is a economic slowdown, would I invest in long-term bond or short-term bond? I would invest in a short-term bond during economic slowdown, because I'm able to withdraw the bond much faster, and in case a more severe slowdown happens. Also from the chart we see short-term bond decrease less when the interest rate drops, when the interest rate increase. So like if interest rate drop, the short-term bonds will also fluctuate less, so it's less impacted by the interest rate. Also, according to Suko et al., Long-term bonds are not quite related to the economic growth in mature developed countries. It's more like which product you invest in. You are taking the advantage of the company you invest in rather than economic fluctuation. So that's my presentation for this week, and here are my references. I hope it's clear and you've enjoyed it. Thank you for listening.